I can't believe Gordon Hayward just signed a 4-year, $120 million contract with the Hornets. At first, many people, including myself, didn't think he was going to decline his $34 million player option because most likely no other team was going to pay him that amount. But now I see why he declined it. Clearly the Hornets felt like he was worth that much. He's about to make $30 million a year in the next 4 years with them. I know he got to be pretty hype about that. He's still about to make a lot of money while being able to potentially be the first option. The reason why he didn't want to leave the Celtics to begin with is because he didn't like his role on that team. This season he was mostly a 4th option and sometimes even a 5th option. But surprisingly though, he played about as good as you can play in that role. For the season he averaged 17.5 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists while being extremely efficient. He shot 50% from the field, 38% from 3, and 85% from the free throw line. Not so many players in the league are that efficient while averaging that many points. Also, not so many players can average that many points to begin with being in the position he was in. I respect that a lot. He really did his thing this season. I just don't think he deserved to get that much money. But he could probably prove me wrong though if he can get back to how he played when he was with the Jazz. During his last season with them, he averaged 22 points, 5 boards, and 3.5 assists, shooting 47% from the field, nearly 40% from 3, and 84% from the line. That was the first and only year he was an All-Star, and he led the Jazz to the second round in the playoffs. That postseason, he averaged 24 points, 6 boards, and 3 assists.
Has space for 3.
There after missing game 4.
Yeah, it's got to be bothering him a lot.
It's the three-pointer from the corner of the shot on the take, little step.
So if he can get back to that form, then he definitely deserves every penny. But knowing his luck, he might not get back to that form. During his time with the Celtics, he had to go through something every year. In his first season, he got injured the first game against the Cavs.
My goodness, Hayward came down so hard. Okay, Hayward broke his leg. Hayward has broken his leg. Hayward has broken his leg.
Then when he came back the next season, he didn't play up to his contract by only averaging 11 points. After that, this season he was finally back on track playing extremely well, but got injured again. When he came back too, he clearly wasn't the same.
Moving again, Hayward plenty of time. Thinking about Hayward inside quickly. Pass. And Hayward blows the layup.
In the postseason, he averaged 10 points, and he also wasn't too efficient, only shooting 40% from the field and 29% from 3. This is understandable though, since he was coming back from an injury. I think he has the potential to play up to that contract, but you never know. Also, knowing Jordan's luck, this might not be a good decision. Since he's been put in a position to make decisions after retiring, he hasn't really done a great job. When they signed Batum to a 5-year, $120 million contract, that was one of the worst decisions he made. Ever since he signed the contract, Batum only averaged 11 points, 5 boards, and 4 assists. That's not too bad, but that production doesn't match the amount of money he was making. Signing Cody Zeller to a 4-year, $56 million contract was horrible too. He hasn't played too bad though in his role. He's just making more than he should be. Terry Rozier's contract is also suspect too. $18 million a year is a little too much for him. Those were some of his most recent worst decisions, but he's been doing this since way back. Drafting Adam Morrison in 06 with the 3rd pick was a horrible move. For his short career, he only averaged 7 points, shooting 37% from the field and 33% from 3. But at the time, drafting him was understandable. He did average 28 points in college, so it's unfortunate that he couldn't play anywhere near that when he got to the league. Also, drafting Kwame Brown with the number 1 pick was a horrible decision as well. Every time I think of him, I immediately think of this.
This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game of basketball. He has small hands. He can't catch the ball. He's got bad feet. He can't really move, even though he's mobile. Doesn't really know what he's doing. Doesn't have a post move that he puts to memory that he can do 2 times in a row.
Although MJ is the GOAT, it's clear that he's a bad decision maker based on all the mistakes he's made in the past.
But Michael Jordan, the ironic thing is he's the Michael Jordan of bad owners. He's been awful. And any evaluation, he's the greatest player of all time. You've heard me say this on the show a million times. He has been terrible.
Charles Barkley also once criticized Jordan for his bad decisions. And because of that, they haven't been cool ever since.
He's never going to be successful as long as he just hired his kiss-ass friends and who going to always agree with him. And next commercial break, I see his name pop up. And he is MFing me up and down, up and down, up and down.
But I always love him like a brother. But I'm going to do my job first and foremost. Because I can't get on TV and be dishonest with people. They know when you're being dishonest and disingenuous. I'm gonna do my job, plain and simple.
I don't think Barkley's in the wrong for this. He has a job to do. It's not like he was lying too. All he did was say the truth. MJ's also a hypocrite for being mad at him because he also criticized him in the past as well.
You know, I don't comment. You know, that's embarrassing. It's really disgraceful that, you know, he can take a game of leisure and relaxation and make it a lot of work. That was cruel.
They had a great relationship in the past though, so hopefully they could get back cool with each other. Life's too short to be beefing about petty stuff. But do y'all think Barkley should apologize? And is Michael Jordan the worst owner in the league? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more vids. Peace.